sentence. You gon' see me end this, I will be ascending. I don't ever slack, I got my eyes on a prize. What I see for my life, I don't float, no I fly. Do or die, cause you gotta do or die. There ain't no compromise, get ready for a fight.
Do you wanna see what you're made of? What if there was no one to save us? Would you leave it all on the pavement? Would you die the ground with some stray blood? I just wanna find out my limits. I'ma put everything in it. I'm in this life to win it, and this is just the beginning. Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? Do you want it bad? I'll fight till I collapse. I'll fight till I collapse. Till I collapse. My energy is unmatched. I don't get tired, no I don't get gas. Still working to surpass. Everybody getting past, on my way up fast. So watch out for me now. Everybody in the town will be looking at my crown. I got my knuckles all wrapped. Blood drips from the scabs, bloody fists from the jabs.
The legend.
For the final WWE wrestling game on GameCube, we'll be finally taking a look at WWE Day of Reckoning 2, and boy howdy, did this series of games go down much like SmackDown and SmackDown vs. Raw. Just so many problems holding this game back that I actually scrapped this review about 3 times now and had to start all over again and 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 again. Yeah, I did not want anything to do with this one. That should be a red flag already. But hey, might as well just get it over with. I mean, it is the last one after all. This way I can add it with the other compilations at the end of the year.
Let's just get this over with.
WWE Day of Reckoning 2 was developed by Ukes and published by THQ in the year 2005 exclusively for GameCube. It's the last in a Day of Reckoning duology and the last WWE wrestling game for the Nintendo GameCube. It promises improved graphics. Yeah, I don't see them. It looks pretty much the same, if not worse at times, especially in Create a Wrestler mode.
Holy fuck. That is hot. What?
They improved story mode. Improved combat system with the introduction of the stamina system and a quick time event minigame for grapples, on top of new legends you have to play through story mode to unlock. Now, doesn't that just sound grand? Doesn't that make you want to buy the same game all over again with probably less content and worse gameplay?
Oh, okay.
Starting off with Create a Wrestler, where we will attempt to make everyone and bring some people back, as this is the finale. I wanted to try to get some of the lesser used creators from past WWE game reviews to come back, let alone bring in new ones.
Boy, I'm a little hard right now, I ain't gonna lie.
But alas, as is tradition when starting out with CAW mode, I found the experience to be vastly limited in terms of content. Not to mention, you have to deal with non-stop please wait pop-up loading screens in between every little choice in CAW mode. Dear God, what a massive downgrade in terms of pacing. This means it now takes on average almost 30 minutes or even longer to make a single wrestler, having to navigate every little menu, dealing with non-stop as you try to make anything you want with what little assets there are. And yes, I did go to the shop to see just how much was locked behind the paywall. Not that much this time. In fact, this game is lacking content in general. Yikes.
Do I look like a happy camper to you?
I know you told your friend you're not okay.
Didn't think so.
As such, I couldn't bring everyone back from past games, let alone future ones that I've already covered, like SmackDown vs. Raw. But hey, at least I can say I did bring back Charlie, Muda, Zach, Queso, JD Delay, myself, Schlatt, and Angry Joe Show, alongside bring back Scott the Waz,
Nintendo,
and introducing Tectone,
And from Texas, weighing 275 pounds, the Beast.
I don't know what it is, but I got that dog in me.
and Wang to these wrestling game reviews.
Introducing first, from New York, weighing 235 pounds, the Devil.
Point where you get a hammer and you go all bup it up, bup 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 it up, bup 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 bup.
I couldn't bring everyone back due to body options not being a thing. You can only be muscular, so Queso looks buff and thin at the same time. It don't look right at all. Plus, there's a lack of hair options, so I had to give him a red curly afro instead of a small curly red hair akin to his real hair, I think. I mean, he never shows his head since, you know, people like to Photoshop him bald after all.
Fist me, Lord have mercy!
See that? You don't like seeing those, do you?
On top of unable to really make anyone, the gear system returns where you have to manually align things. Also, much like in the previous game, you can never be precise because it goes off center every time you move the object around. So even if I reset the coordinates back to 0, it will still be off by 1 or 2 points. So the shades are not center and look off. Same thing with hats. Oh, and yes, Schlatt didn't have a hat on, hence why he looked weird. I had to buy it and apply it through the gear system towards the end of my time playing this game.
oh, not so good, huh? Not so good.
Oh, and speaking of limitations, let's talk the movesets, because they still won't let you use any unique movesets. Yep, enjoy those generic ones instead, so everyone is literally the exact same. Oh, how lovely. I do also love it when games restrict my creative freedom like this. So just like the last game, I had to give everyone a generic preset and then alter their special moves one by one, including their victory taunt, to which all have been downgraded. Yep, they removed moves and taunts from previous games. Now, you have even less options when it comes to movesets. On top of that, they now made it where you have to increase your stats to use certain moves. So if you want Zack to do the worm, as is tradition, he cannot because he doesn't have a high enough athletics skill or whatever. He doesn't have a high enough grapple skill. He doesn't have a high enough mat skill. Fuck you.
Fuck you!
I am so glad, I am so close to just snapping and letting my inner voices take over at this point. This game is pushing me to my limits. I have never been this pissed off at a game before. Just non-stop restrictions. I'm real fucking close, y'all!
Run for your life! What?
But hey, besides those limitations, what about entrances? Surely those have... they suck as well.
No way.
Yeah, you have very little options now, and the detailed entrances are so convoluted to put together. But under here you can access special entrances like limo, dog, buggy, and motorcycle, so I gave JD the bike. I was going to make JonTron and have him use the limo, but I decided against it because I couldn't tolerate anyone. Yeah, I couldn't tolerate that no more. So overall, Creator Wrestler is vastly restrictive, lackluster, boring with non-stop. Alright. moving on to the gameplay of Day of Reckoning 2, which is basically one-to-one the exact same. Even the lackluster, mediocre roster of mostly nobodies has returned.
Yay! No, Chris, not yay.
Seriously, is this all they could do at the time? Remove all the ones I've crossed out and replace them with the Hardy Brothers, Mark Henry, Randy Savage, The Ultimate Warrior, The Dudleys, Lita, China, Scotty Tohati, Rikishi, Grandmaster Sexay, and that alone would make it way better than it already is. Fuck the roster, we're moving on. I'm close to having a fucking aneurysm.
Calm down!
Roster aside, control-wise, they just copy and pasted the last game over with nothing changed. You still use the clunky C-stick to try and change your target, but never do in time, let alone it targets the wrong person. The reversal system still sucks and never really works, despite that they added reversal sensitivity in the options menu to make it more responsive. So, if you hated how Day of Reckoning 1 controlled and played, well, get ready because Day of Reckoning 2 takes that and injects a shit ton of steroids like it's a 1980s wrestler.
Oh yeah!
Of course, that means the combat dwells into the Mashing A Simulator 2005 edition majority of the time. Sadly, you cannot do anything about this and must just get used to making your thumb bleed from pressing the A button non-stop for 20 plus seconds a pop to get back up and hope no one hits you while you're down, otherwise you'll be back to square one and must restart mashing the A button. Oh, did I forget to mention, the Day of Reckoning duology has caused my controller to malfunction a bit? Yeah, my A button isn't as responsive anymore. Oh, goody gumdrops, gee willikers, Batman. This game is truly something else! They also took the stamina system from the PS2 games and added it in here. Ah yes, nothing says arcade fast-paced action fun like being slowed to a crawl because you did a single move and are now out of fucking breath. Fuck this shit, you can't even disable it. Hell, it takes forever to recover and it's automatic. You can't press and hold the circle button or select or any other kind of fucking button, and once you get in this state, you're vulnerable to all attacks. Also, note, the AI never runs out of stamina, only the fucking player.
Code blue. Code blue.
Excuse me, what?
No fucking way, man. No fucking way. I don't believe you. Stop fucking with me.
No.
And at the last second, you caught a glimpse of the new Grapple system. They decided to add a mini game of sorts where you push the stick in a direction of up, down, left, or right. And if the opponent can guess the right one, they'll counter you. But if they guess wrong, well, they're in for a world of hurt. Yeah, I don't like this setup as it makes it less about skill and just random guesswork. This isn't a game of guess who. This is supposed to be a bloody sport where guys beat each other up till they have to go to the emergency room.
You're goddamn right.
This new system just sucks and makes the game even less fun to play. Then on top of that, you gotta mash A non-stop once you successfully grapple someone or to fight out of one. Oh god, fucking mash A simulator.
Here are your winners, the Superstar
Suck a fucking dick. Shut the fuck
and
up.
the Alien.
Exhibition mode is still the same old, full of different match types and variants underneath them all. Navigating the UI hasn't changed at all. The only thing that has changed is now you earn money from both exhibition and story mode matches, to which is a nice quality of life improvement. But what hasn't been improved, however, is the character select screen.
Oh geez, here we go again.
Yeah, they kept it basically the same, but now you're not using tiny little square boxes to select things from. Still not fun navigating through everything to find exactly what you want, however. Honestly, I just don't get why they couldn't have kept the fighter screen selection from WrestleMania X8 and XIX. That worked, and is way superior to this system here. Hell, at least add a filter to toggle between male and female, their overall rating, which brand they're a part of, and if they're a call or not. That would have been a good way to help speed things up.
That makes sense.
But no, instead it takes a sweet minute to find everything. But whatever, just gotta tolerate it for one last time before we're done. Now, what about the new content, right? There's gotta be new match types, right? They gotta have value to justify buying this new game, right? Over the last one, right? 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 Yeah. No, they didn't add a single new match type. It's just the last game all over again.
It is I, a picky bitch.
You got everything here from single to tag team and even, yes, bra and panty match. But that's just it. What makes this game even worth playing if it's just more of the same with no improvements to the gameplay and controls, let alone roster and even a lack of matches to play in?
Good question.
But hey, they did it. They finally fixed Royal Rumble match.
Who the fuck said that?
Yeah, I'm just fucking with you guys. They didn't do jack fucking shit for Royal Rumble matches. They are still very much the exact same. So good luck surviving all 9 to 29 wrestlers in one run, because if you get eliminated, game over, return to the main menu, you get nothing for your efforts. Just a big fat middle motherfucking finger from Ukes. Well, I got something big and fat you can fucking suck, Ukes.
You're done! You're done!
I couldn't make this shit up. I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. I'm sad that I lack the talent to make this shit up.
Of course, since they never fixed the Royal Rumble, you're going to expect that ladder matches are no different, right?
Damn right.
Well, you'd be correct in that assumption. Good for you.
Yeah!
Because ladder matches are not improved whatsoever. You just yoink that belt like it's nothing. There's no challenge, no tension, you just grab it and that's that. Why? Why didn't you add a hook QTE? This way, there's a fighting chance and more tension. Watching people dangle from the belt or briefcase in a Money in a Bank match. Those were more fun because you had to hurry up and unhook the belt or case. Otherwise, someone could knock down the ladder, and in turn, you would dangle up there from up high, with only one option basically, and that is to fall and take a high amount of damage, making it harder for you to have a better chance of actually winning. Having people to actually grab you and throw you back down, or also to actually go up and grab and hold on to you in order to force you back down. Now that's a good system. Too bad these GameCube games never had that in comparison to the later SmackDown vs. Raw games.
Here's your winner, the Alien!
Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And when the imposter is size, oh my gosh.
Finally, the only other mode outside of Exhibition is Story Mode, to which is just the exact same thing as per usual. Yep, they claim that they improved it, that they expanded it, except there's no voice acting. You're forced into a storyline where you're in a relationship with generic blonde bimbo number God knows who the fuck it is at this point, given Vince clearly has a type. Boo! You just wrestle in matches against unique wrestlers, working your way to a tournament for the Heavyweight World Class Championship belt. Yay!
Yay!
I only played the first match to see if anything would be different, and nope. So I stopped playing immediately afterwards. Story modes in these games are just trash and not worth a damn. Please put more focus on roster, fluid combat and controls, more car assets, more match types, and no stupid shop or story mode requirements to unlock things. Just give me everything up front and I'll be happy. That's all I want. The ultimate sandbox wrestling game with tons of stuff to play with, and it controls good too. Sadly, that doesn't appear to ever going to be existing out of the freaking 40 plus WWE games I've played and reviewed on this channel so far.
It's true, but he shouldn't say it.
And finally, the shop has seen a massive downgrade, with barely anything in this. Also, no one is here, just a background image now. Where's my generic blonde bimbo for me to complain about generic blonde bimbos at? Oh well, still, it has nothing here in terms of new content. You don't even get most of the arenas here anymore. Now only a small selection is available. You also have very little hardcore weapons now, barely any assets for car mode, a lack of taunts and entrances, and no way to really preview anything too when it comes to all these animations. But hey, if you can save up about over $10,000, you can buy every single unique moveset here. Oh, and that would take roughly over 1,000 matches, since at most you'll get between $20 to $140 per match, depending on how well you did, including story mode matches. Yeah, I only have one thing to say about this.
Fuck it!
On to the other section where we'll complain about load times, cause boy howdy, are they finally up there with SmackDown vs. Raw. I'm talking on average 47 seconds a pop. Not to mention all the please wait pop-up loading screens during Create a Wrestler. I absolutely cannot stand this game. It was a true test of patience, and I scrapped this review several times, as this was one of the key issues that kept getting in the way. Oh, you don't believe me, do you? Okay, here is one of the shortest loading screens I got. Enjoy! with that, we're finally fucking done with this journey. No more WWE wrestling games for Nintendo GameCube. It's over. He's done. This game did not change my life. This journey was insane, and I do not want to touch another wrestling game for a while. Much like fishing, I just need some time off from this genre after making so many reviews on it. But one day, we will continue towards reviewing every WWE game by Ukes, as we're now 17 out of 26 completed.
Very nice. Thank you for the sacrifice.
At the end of the day, WWE Day of Reckoning 2 is yet another prime example of not how to end a series of games. Just like SmackDown with Here Comes the Pain and SmackDown vs. Raw with 2011, Day of Reckoning 2 takes the series backwards rather than forwards. It's a mixed bag of mediocrity at its finest, held back by a lackluster roster, the shitty story mode, the fact I need to play to unlock an awesome selection of legends, clunky controls, mash A simulator, the stamina and grapple system, ruining the fun and flow of combat, not to mention the lack of new match types, a terrible CAW mode, bad loading times, and Day of Reckoning 2 just goes to show you, not everything will end with a bang. Not everything will end with a happy ending. Sometimes you're just stuck dealing with terrible plot twists. I wanted to like this game. I was excited for it alongside the first Day of Reckoning. Alas, expectations were still nowhere even being close to high, and I still ended up leaving. God, this game just still left a disgusting taste in my mouth.
Ew!
Still, I'm glad to be done with this journey and ready to move on to other things. Not sure what those will be, but thanks for being a part of this journey of this Bitch Fest 2025 edition. I'll get to work on more reviews soon enough. Anyways, that's it for this video. See you all later.